A mouse company just made the best magnetic keyboard? I think they did. Let's go ahead and check it out. Now that seems to be everything inside the box. Very nice premium packaging, really love it. You even get a traveling case, and more than you will be needing will be included with the keyboard. But okay, first impressions, we finally have a 75%. We did review the 63 one, the Ying63, but yeah, I really love this layout. I kind of prefer it, not gonna lie, since I kind of use my keyboard not just for gaming but also for work, and yet all of these extra keys are really useful for me. But yeah, I got the standard black variation with the PC transparent keycaps, but you can also get it in the white design version, and I think both variations look amazing. Definitely will be personal preference, but yeah, you'll definitely see the RGB more through these transparent keycaps. But yeah, the keyboard does feel pretty high quality. It does have some weight. The keyboard is made out of forged carbon fiber, which I think looks amazing. We even get this art on the back. Very nice and high quality, not just the feeling but also the looks. Now for the keycaps, again, these are apparently frosted transparent PC. It does look very high quality. The font is like italic and italic. No problems with the keycaps or for the variation I got over here. If you get the other one, it's gonna be side engraved PBT double shot. Now for the switches, these ones are the shadow switches. They are apparently a collaboration, I think, with TTC. As you can see, there is TTC engraved over there. Closed bottom and stable switches as well. I think it looks amazing. It kind of has some glitter on the top shell over here, pretty similar to the Ruby switches from Gateron. But yeah, talking about Gateron, I gave you guys a little sound test of these switches. These are the Nightfall switches. Now these are from Gateron. Oh yeah, you can get this as well if you don't like the shadow from TTC. They are both pretty stable, minimal wiggle wobble. But yeah, here's a little sound test again, but now for the two switches. Now I think both sounds and feels pretty decent, will definitely be personal preference, but yeah, if you'll ask me, I kinda like the sound more of the one from Gateron's over here. But yeah, again, can totally be personal preference. Both are pretty smooth, but yeah, I think the goal for the TTCs are for more stability, while for the Gaterons for better sound. But not gonna lie, I think they are both pretty stable. Can't really feel much difference between them. You can actually hear the rattle more on these TTCs. But yeah, both are amazing switches. Will definitely come down to personal preference. But yeah, the one I got over here with the whole keyboard are the TTCs. So yeah, here's a little sound test with those switches and the whole keyboard. Now I think that sounds pretty decent, but personally I think these ones from Gateron would sound better. Like, let's try a little sound comparison over here. Personally, the Nightfall Gateron switches over here just sound and feel so much better. So if you can get these ones, the Gateron Nightfalls. You know what? I'm actually replace my WASD with the Nightfalls. But yeah, I don't really have any problems with the sound, with the keyboard, the quality. It is gasket mounted, by the way. It does have an aluminum PCB plate. For the dampening, it does have a Poron sandwich foam and a Poron bottom foam. The stabilizers also sounded pretty good, or the spacebar to be specific. As you can see, there is some silicone over here, and I do see a little bit of lube on the stabilizers. Very nice. Very nice efforts though in making the keyboard sound good. The forged carbon fiber case definitely had a part to play as well. But okay, now moving on to the performance. Of course, it is a magnetic keyboard. It does have adjustable actuation points. It does have a rapid trigger precision of 0.005 millimeters. It does have 8000 Hz polling rate and a full key scan rate of 32 kHz. And it will also come fully loaded with all of the different features that you will be needing, like AND, also known as release dual trigger, DKS, toggle key, MPT, mod tap, dead zone adjustments, macros, and SOCD. I'm very happy to hear that because I do remember when I first tried the Ying63, it is missing some features like those mentioned. So yeah, very nice. They added those. But yeah, we'll check it out more in its web-based software. So without further ado, let's go ahead and plug this keyboard in and see its RGB. Look at that. You can really see it through those transparent keycaps. They're very nice and bright, no problems with that. But okay, I have the web-based software over here. It will be in the links in the description. So just click the keyboard over here, connect it. Make sure you translate to English on the bottom left over here. And here we are. We can choose different configurations. We can change the lighting. We can do static, dynamic, custom if we don't like any of these. We do have quite a lot of effects. I hope they do have a better label, but okay. Oh, okay. I like this one. Look at this. It's so vibrant and bright. Wait, are we not even on the max brightness? But okay, I'm gonna keep mine on M1 right now because I'm planning to get a thumbnail with this. I think this is a good effect. But yeah, we can also change the speed. We can reverse it. We can also choose the sleep time. But yeah, I'm very satisfied with my lighting settings over here. Moving on to the performance. Now, I'm not gonna go to too much details on my reasons why I set these specific settings because I already made a separate video for that. But yeah, as you can see, we can go down to as low as 0.005 millimeters both for the travel over here, yeah, as well as the rapid trigger. But yeah, we also have dead zones. I have mine on 0.1 millimeters. We can change the polling rate over here for those wondering. Yeah, I have mine on 8 kHz right now. We can also disable or enable top dead zone. We can also select different switches. But yeah, this isn't really important as long as you know the max travel distance of your switches. You can also recalibrate over here. Make sure you do that. And we also have travel test. But yeah, I don't have any problems with the performance tab over here. Very easy to set with all these tools. But yeah, moving on to key remapping. Very customizable as you can see. We do have Windows and Mac. We do have a lot of different layers. We can even change configurations quickly with just some combination keys. So we access the FN1 plus P, and then we get the FN2. So FN plus P plus 1, 2, 3 to change. Let's try that one. So we're currently on configuration number 1. Let's try going to 2. Look at that. We're in 2 now. And as you can see, all the settings did reset. Now let's go back to, let me turn on my camera to configuration number 1 where we were. So FN plus P and 1. And yeah, there we go. We're back. Amazing. Love that. But as you can see, very customizable. Now moving on to advanced keys. But as you can see, I already have SOCD on my A and D. But other than that, we also have DKS, MPT, mod tap, toggle key, and key SOCD again, macro. I'm not gonna explain all of these because I already made a separate video for that again. But yeah, you can read these for some summaries. But yeah, all of the features you will be needing will be over here. But if you're looking for the gamepad feature, unfortunately, it is not in the software. I'm not sure if they will be adding it in the future, hopefully, but yeah, not at the moment of filming this video. But I already suggested it to them, so hopefully. But okay, we can also set different macros over here. We can update the firmware. Very nice. We're currently on the latest version. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the software. Very simple, easy to access. All of that you will be needing is over here. I'm very happy with the software change they did and all of the new features they added, especially on the advanced keys tab over here. But yeah, as you saw earlier as well, we did set the polling rate to 8000 Hz in the software. So let's go ahead and test that out on Keyboard Inspector. Not sure how accurate Keyboard Inspector is, but for those that are wondering on the results, here they are. Yeah, 8000 Hz polling rate. Very nice and accurate. Here are the results for those that wants to see it. But yeah, let's go ahead and play with this keyboard more.
There's
I'm blind.
Spike down.
One close to you, one building.
One enemy remaining.
Was mid.
From
Mid
mid.
player, mid player.
You shall take the spike.
Nice one, good.
Excellent coverage.
No peeking.
Johnny B.
Oh, nice. What?
Splendid recon.
There is a word though. I remember I learned that.
One enemy remaining.
Nice wings.
Masih turunin.
Low Astra.
There's one more.
Short.
Beware.
Astra, 20 HP.
So after playing and testing the Ying75 by WLMOUSE, here's my experience so far. Now as you saw from the gameplay, it didn't hold me back when I was gaming. That is against Immortal/Radiant ranked players. That is a competitive match in Valorant, so top tier players. I was able to perform my best, didn't hold me back when I was gaming. It was very responsive, the rapid trigger. As soon as I release the keys, it does deactivate. As soon as I press the keys, it does activate as well. It worked like a perfect magnetic gaming keyboard. But other than gaming, I also have no problems using it for my daily use. I did not experience any double clickings on the spacebar, even though it's on very sensitive settings. I don't need to quickly switch profiles, but hey, it's still an amazing feature being able to switch different profiles with FN combination keys, and it's also very customizable. But yeah, I've had an amazing experience typing with this keyboard, using it for work, daily use. I think it sounded amazing, but personally, again, I think the Gatorons, I'd personally choose that over the TTCs. But if you do like the sound of these TTCs more and you think you like the TTC switches more, if you tried them and you like them, it actually does feel pretty similar to a TTC comms, King of Magnetics. But again, can totally be personal preference. Personally, I prefer the Gatoron, so I think you should get that one. But yeah, amazing experience with it, not just for gaming but also for my daily use. But would I recommend it? Now of course we gotta talk about the price. Now it's not on the budget side of things. I'm gonna give you a warning. The standard black version over here, there's this variation is gonna be $239. But with my discount code MIGSS, it will be around $234, $233, around that price. So yeah, be sure to use my discount code to get a cheaper price. But yeah, still definitely not on the budget side of things. It is actually similarly priced to their Ying63, I'm pretty sure, yeah. Then if you go for the white design version, it's gonna be around $249, $244, $243 with my discount code MIGSS. Pretty much a $10 increase from the black version over here. Now for both of those two color variations, you can choose between the two switches I mentioned. Now apparently, the switch choice will not affect the price. So TTC or Gatoron switch, the price won't go up or down. So again, I do recommend getting the Gatorons. So for around those prices, do I think this keyboard is still worth it? I mean, I don't think you'll find any keyboard like this with a forged carbon case that sounds like this. I think this is one of the best sounding magnetic keyboards with the Gatoron switches. The performance you're getting is also amazing. I think it looks very premium. In short, as expected, for the premium price, you're also getting a premium magnetic keyboard over here. So yeah, personally, I do think it is worth it. I really like it. I would definitely recommend it even though the price is like that. But if you're on a budget, obviously you might not get the best value over here for, I mean, it's not a budget keyboard. So if you're on a budget, I might not be able to recommend this for you. But if you have the budget, then yeah, I think it is one of the most premium magnetic Hall effect keyboards in the market right now. So yeah, if you're interested, I'll be putting this keyboard first link in the description. Again, use my discount code MIGSS. The discount is not that big, but it will still give you a discount by just typing, you know, MIGSS. So yeah, it would also really support me a lot, so I would really appreciate it if you can use my discount code. And the links in the description will also be my affiliate links, so I would really appreciate it if you can also use those when buying this keyboard or anything from WLMOUSE. A little disclaimer, by the way, this keyboard is sent to me by WLMOUSE, but that won't change my review. Everything that you've been hearing me say about this keyboard are all my honest opinions and review. Anyways, I pray and hope that this video helped you in some way. I'll go ahead and see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to stay grateful and remember, Jesus loves you. Bye bye.